Welcome to 10-Minute Sales Training, practical sales training for everyday reps. This is short, focused coaching you can use immediately. Whether you're on the way to a meeting, in between calls, or building a team, let's get into it. In this episode, we're talking about a strategy called the mountain climber theory. Now, one of the fastest ways to lose confidence in sales has nothing to do with rejection. It has everything to do with comparison. You look at the top producer in your office, and you see someone posting big commission months. You hear someone talking about closing large accounts, and you think, why am I not there yet? And that thinking will drain you faster than any objection. So today I want to introduce something very simple called the mountain climber theory. So picture a mountain. At the top are the veterans, the top producers, the high earners, people who always seem calm, confident, and in control. And at the bottom are the new reps, learning the script, figuring out product knowledge, still uncomfortable asking for the sale, still getting rattled by objections. Now here's the mistake. Most new reps look at the summit and assume they should already be there. But mountains don't work like that. You cannot skip altitude. You cannot take an elevator up to the top. You climb. And climbing takes time. Every strong sales career has stages. At the beginning, your job is not dominance. It's development. You are building your base camp. And Basecamp includes things like learning your industry, understanding the product, memorizing and practicing your script, developing activity habits, getting comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the foundation. The foundations are not going to be glamorous, but eventually you'll move up. You'll refine your questions. You'll handle objections more smoothly. You'll start to see patterns in clients. And finally, you start understanding buying psychology through experience, not just theory. And now you're at the mid-mountain. Eventually, you become a mentor. Maybe you lead, maybe you own, but none of that happens without the climb. Now here's the part that most people don't see. When you look at someone at the top of the mountain, you are seeing the summit photo. You are not seeing the hundreds of calls that went nowhere, sometimes thousands. The awkward early presentations, the bad months, the doubt, sometimes the years of repetition. What you're seeing is the result of time plus discipline. The real issue with comparison is that it creates impatience, and impatience is going to start leading you to shortcuts. And shortcuts make weak fundamentals, and weak fundamentals collapse under the pressure of the system. Okay, quick break, then we'll jump back into the practical side of this. So let's make this practical for you. If you are in your first year of sales, your only job is to build structure, not perfection, not elite status. You are building structure. And structure looks like daily activity, consistent prospecting, repetition of your script, tracking your numbers. And if you're in years 2 to 5, you can focus your shift slightly. Now you refine. You start asking better follow-up questions. You can start adjusting your tone, tightening your close. You can learn when deals are actually falling apart. But even then, in years 2 to 5, you're still climbing. Here's something important. Everyone is in it for themselves, but you're not in it by yourself. Your climb might be personal, and your income might be personal, and your discipline might be personal, but you are not climbing the mountain alone. You have people like managers and mentors and training and books and peers. Use those resources, but don't expect anyone to carry you because nobody's going to be able to climb this mountain for you. Now, another important point to keep in mind. You are climbing your mountain, not somebody else's. Some reps want leadership. Some want high income but no management. Some want flexibility. Some want ownership. If you don't define your own summit, you start chasing someone else's, and that can lead to frustration. So instead of asking, why am I not where they are? You should ask yourself, am I higher than I was 6 months ago? Look at things like this. Are you more confident on the phone? Are you more consistent with follow-up? Are you less emotional about rejection? Are you better at asking for the sale? Because if the answer is yes, then you're climbing. And that's what matters. Sales rewards longevity. The reps who win are not always the most charismatic. They're not always the loudest. They're the ones who stay on the mountain long enough. They don't quit at the first steep section of the mountain. They don't abandon the climb because someone else is ahead of them. They keep moving one step at a time, one conversation at a time, one presentation at a time. So here's your assignment. Stop measuring your progress against somebody else's income or title. Measure it against your fundamentals. This week, pick one skill you want to improve. Maybe it's opening conversations, maybe it's asking for referrals, maybe it's closing more directly. Focus on that one area for the next 30 days. Climb this mountain deliberately, not emotionally. You don't need to be at the top today. You just need to be a little bit higher than yesterday. And that's how careers are built. That's how income compounds. And that's how confidence becomes real instead of forced. So stay on the mountain, keep climbing. You will get to the top. All right, that's it. If this episode was helpful, send it to someone on your team. And if you're leading a sales team, feel free to use it in your next training session. If you'd like to support the show, you can find that link in the show notes. Sales is simple, but it's not easy. The more intentional you are, the better you get. I'll see you in the next one.